So I just recorded the video about the dimensions and already mentioned like the densities. So I want to talk into the densities a little as well. These are not dimensions. These are not frequency levels, bandwidth. A density is more like an evolutionary stage. Same as in school, like you move from third to fourth grade, for example. We are currently moving out of the third density into the fourth density. And third density is very similar to what I just explained as the third dimension, 3D. It's basically all about duality. It's all about this right or wrong, because there in this third density we develop choice. You get to choose. You get to understand that you have a choice. You can always choose one or the other, or infinite possibilities. This is late third density, when we start to see the infinite possibilities of things. So late third density, you slowly start to move into the fourth dimension and fifth dimension bandwidths. You get to experience them from within. Then fourth density is about love and understanding. You can already notice this happening in the world, and of course you can notice like quite the opposite, because there's opposing forces that want you to move into fourth density, but in a service to self manner. This is what the Ra collective, the channeled messages as written down in the Law of One, they describe that there's actually two paths. You can either choose the path of service to self, or you can choose the path of service to others. And so the opposing forces, they of course want you to join them in the service to self path. And this continues on up to sixth density. So we've been stuck, is a way of expressing it. We've been stuck in this third density level for a long time, for way longer than necessary, because the opposing forces, they wanted us to believe that the service to self path is the only path there is. And even now, when people start waking up, they kind of mistaken self-love for egotism. So they become suddenly very like hedonistic, maybe even narcissistic. They like completely self-absorbed. Only me exists. And this is part of the. This is really part of third density, where there's only one path, and that's the service to self path. I need to take care of myself. I need to think of myself first before I can help anybody else. Well, okay, that's choice, because you're in third density, you have a choice. And you can even move into the fourth density, the love and understanding, that instead of compassion you start to, like I said, hedonism, loving yourself. Oh, I'm so great, I'm so worthy, I'm so special. And then in fifth density, which is about light and light and wisdom, then yeah, you can be very wise, you can be very clever. Sixth density is about the balance and unity. We start to balance love and light, and this is where the service to self path ends, because at some point you will realize service to self is not going to take me all the way. And this is where many switch, start to understand that love and light, or hate and darkness, doesn't really work, not completely. And then you move into seventh density, but that's a whole different topic. So now late third density moving into fourth density, you can sense it with lots of people waking up, like they start to realize, I'm not the only one, I'm not alone in this world, I'm not the only one suffering, and I'm not the only one looking for salvation. No, so you start to understand everybody pretty much is in the same predicament. And you want to get out. Well, there's no getting out, there's only going through. And yeah, like I explained in the dimensions, you need to move through these fourth dimensional frequency bandwidth. Things feel kind of off, you lose a lot of friends, relationships break up, because they no longer resonate with who you truly are and always were. The veil gets lifted, the illusion gets, the Maya disappears. So. Well, okay, that's it in a nutshell for now. Questions, please ask them. I would love to explain more about this or talk into it. Yes, thank you.